So in this video I'm going to be talking about my first serious relationship, which was also a lesbian relationship, which was my first. So I'm making this video not to be a bitch or not to throw myself a pity party, but just, to help anybody who's going through this or has been through this or, whatever the case may be or why ever you're watching this. But, yeah, this is for you. So basically when I was 14 years old, I was, really in the closet. I was calling myself pansexual because, I didn't want to say lesbian or anything like that. So, it kind of went from pansexual to bisexual to lesbian. So that's kind of how it is, I feel like. But anyway, so I was very in the closet. So, and this girl comes along, and we met through the internet, and she starts texting me, and she's really nice to me and everything, and I'm just like, oh, this is great, And then I found out that she was 20 minutes away from me, we live in the same county, and I was like, fuck, this is really scary. This person and I could actually meet, and I was really terrified by that. And we actually met, and we got along really, really good, and, everything was fine, and I was completely oblivious to relationships or relationship etiquette or anything like that, 'cause I was just an innocent little person, and, so I was really stupid, and I was like, I love you. I told her I loved her, literally after the second time we met, and she was like, whoa, I don't love you, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I really felt like I fucked things up, and I didn't, because about a week or two later, she told me that she loved me, and I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm sorry, I'm not pressuring you into saying that. And she's like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I was really happy, and everything was fine for the first 3 months, everything was really, really good, and I feel like she really did love me, and I loved her too. But, we were only 14, so. But at the time, it felt like real love, I guess. Especially on my side, I really loved her. Because I was in a point in my life where I really hated everything. I hated myself, I hated my parents, I hated my life. And this girl comes along, and she kind of saves me from that. And I just become so attached to her. It almost feels like since I can't love myself, I can love her. And she loves me. And I don't know, at the time, I really felt like I needed her, and she really saved me, and I just got really attached to her. I don't get attached to people that easy, but I got super attached to her, and I really shouldn't have, but I did. And I guess I was clingy, but at the beginning, she was also kind of clingy, so it was all good. And then the summer came, and she moved. She didn't move. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm saying. She actually she went on vacation, kind of, sort of, to a different state, and she stayed there for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and she came back. There was this whole scare about her moving back there, back to her hometown. I was really scared, and honestly, she was kind of insensitive about that, because that was about the third time she had kind of lied about that, I would say, because she had told me before that she wasn't going to move back there. Once she told me that, and she told me again she wouldn't move back there because she loved me. And then the third time she's telling me hey, I'm considering actually moving back there. And I guess it was kind of bitchy of me to be like, oh, don't do that, I really tried to steer away from saying, don't move away, I don't want you to move, because I want her to be happy, I'm not going to tell her what to do, that's selfish. But she did tell me about 2 other times that she wouldn't do that, and one particular time she told me she wouldn't do that for me, and now she's telling me, it's kind of like a screw you, I'm going to do it anyway, and that's fine, you can do what you want with your life, I don't give a crap. But kind of hurt, and she kind of made it blatantly obvious that she was being really insensitive about it, which is, it's fine. I guess. Maybe she was hiding her real feelings. I don't know. It's just from my point of view, it hurt me a lot. It hit me really hard, because it was really sad for me that she was moving away, and I really loved her. And it turned out she wasn't moving away. So, wasted a bunch of tears for that. I was really happy after I found out she wasn't moving away, and she had to go somewhere else because it was still summer break. She went on vacation somewhere else. And I specifically remember I I don't know if it's classified as cheating, but in my opinion, it kind of was cheating what she did, sort of. She didn't have sex with anybody, or she didn't, as far as I know, she didn't do anything like that, but in my book, I would consider it cheating, but she did kind of cheat on me, I guess. And I kind of knew about it for a long time because she kind of distanced herself from me. And so what happened was after she came back from the vacation, it was our 6-month anniversary. We were together 7 months, by the way. And I had noticed after about the 4-month mark, after she started leaving the state and coming back, I realized that we were growing apart. Like, there was obviously like an awkward kind of distance between us. Like, we were falling out, sort of love, I guess. I still was really, really in love with her, and I swear to God, I would have, we had plans and shit, we had a lot of plans, and I really would have, followed her anywhere, and so she got really distant with me, and instead of just breaking up with me, I think she felt pity for me, and I don't like that, but she felt pity for me, and I feel like that's why she stayed with me. Not because she loved me, but because she was probably afraid that I would kill myself or something if she broke up with me. I feel like she just wanted to fix me, and that's the only reason why she was staying with me, to protect me from being hurt. But there was this guy that she liked from the beginning of 9th grade, and he finally became single, I guess. And basically, right after he became single, she dumped me for him. And, that's fine. Shit happens like that. But it's just kind of a kick in the balls, It's so if he was single, you would have never even dated me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you feel like you've wasted your time. Almost wasted your emotion. Wasted your money, everything, because in the end she would have just left you anyway for him. And yeah, of course there was distance. She not only did she distance herself from me because maybe she just wasn't so into me anymore. I don't fucking know. I distanced myself from her a little bit just because I knew something was going on, because on our 6-month anniversary she wasn't texting that guy. She was texting a different guy, but she was texting him the whole day, the whole night we were together, and it was I felt really what, this is supposed to be our night, our day, why, and I actually said something about it, and she got kind of pissed off at me. It's are you fucking serious? This is our night, and you're gonna be talking to this other guy for the whole night, and just completely not even acknowledging my existence. It's what? So, yeah, that hurt a lot. That really, really fucking hurt me. So, yeah. We stopped, kissing and shit like that. And that hurt too. So I kind of knew for a really long time that she was not really into me anymore. I didn't really understand why she wouldn't break up with me. I really did love her, and it wasn't until the 5th month, sixth month, that I really noticed she was talking to this other guy a lot, and the 6th month, yeah, is when it was really bad, because she started talking to this guy more, because he was becoming single, and they were flirting. I don't know what the fuck, maybe they're sending nudes. I don't know, I don't know these things, and I'm totally okay with not knowing. But they would text a lot. She'd be with me. We'd be together, and she would text him. And he would text back really fast, and it really bothered me, but I didn't say anything, and she would, show me the text. I would see the text, and it's just, do you think I'm an idiot, do you really think I am that fucking stupid? I know that you like this guy. I know that you're talking to him. I'm not this idiot that you think I am. I'm not. I know what the fuck is going on. And it hurt a lot. It really did, because I felt really betrayed. I wasn't a strong enough person, I'll say. I know what's going on. You need to stop. I couldn't do that because I felt like, at this point, I felt like I really needed her. And I was really, really attached to her because I was just at this point in my life where I was like, not good, I had a shit ton of mental problems going on with me, and then I had this happening. I thought if I disregarded it would all just go away, and it didn't. It just escalated from there. And, yeah. The day that we broke up was 9/26/15, and I know that because the night that we broke up, she actually wrote me a poem, and she drew a picture of me melting. And that hurt a lot, that really did. And that day, we went to the mall, and we were just really silent. Like, we didn't even talk, And, of course, he was there, the guy, and, my friends were there, so I left. I went with them. I was just like, you guys can just be together. I was very, very upset. I could have broke down crying. I could have punched her in the face. I could have strangled him. But I wanted to cry, and I did cry a little bit, a lot. So, yeah. And then I saw them, like, holding hands, and it's like she didn't even know that it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't know it was wrong. And I was, like, awestruck. I was like, what? How do you not know? And I was like, if there's nothing going. She's like, it's not like that. And I'm like, okay, then let me see the text, Let me see you guys' text. And she refused to show me. And that's kind of when I knew that shit was going down. And that hurt a lot. I'm smiling now just to mask how much I'm hurt. But that shit wasn't cool. And I knew something was happening. And that night she was staying over for a sleepover because, I don't know. That was fucking stupid. She wanted to go home, and I was like, no, don't go home, I might kill myself. That was probably true. But, yeah, I probably wouldn't have killed myself. I was just very sad, and I just wanted to be with somebody, anybody, and she just happened to be there, and she was like, let's take a break, and I'll come, and we'll get back together in, like, 2 weeks. I'm like, no. I actually put my balls on. I was like, nah, I mean, you're only asking for a break so that you can go see how it works out with him, And if it doesn't work, then you'll just fall back on me. And I'm like, fuck that, no. And, yeah, she drew the picture. And I was really fucking stupid because I was just so emotional. I was just like, no, and all that shit happened, and then she went home, and then I never ever saw her ever again. Until I had to go get some papers from her house, and I saw her, and that was it. And I never actually saw her in person ever again. Nor do I really want to. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's okay. That's basically what happened. It wasn't necessarily that she did anything. Obviously, she did shit wrong, but, like, I probably did some things wrong. We both probably messed up. We were both too young for that shit, to actually have a serious relationship, I guess, and, we just drifted apart. I guess that's just what happens sometimes. I just wish, like, if you're with somebody right now and you're drifting apart, don't cheat on them or leave them for somebody else. Just be like, we need a break. It's not because there's anybody else, just, I think we need a break. Or, I think we're drifting apart, and I'm gonna break up with you. Don't feel bad for them and just, go behind their back and shit. Just break up with them, because I swear to God, if you're worried about hurting them, it's gonna hurt them a lot more if they find out there's somebody else.